Well, basically this painting was something that, this is one of the very first, like, how should I put it, like Neo-Byzantine expressionism kind of a painting, or modern Byzantine art, or something like that. Like, it was influenced by an icon of St. Catherine the Great, and I wanted to paint it more modern, more up to date, and of course it's not really a saint, it's not really St. Catherine, it's actually somebody that I know, it's a friend, and the way I swirl out the three things that come out of the halo, they're not perfect halos. I don't paint exact halos, they're not really saints. So if I were to paint an icon of a saint, then of course. But I have a lot of different Byzantine elements in it, and I try to convey sort of like a majesticness about this woman, sort of just powerful but serene. And she's actually doing these little symbols with her hands. They're actually Greek, like Greek symbols, like the icons of Christ, you know, when they go like this and they go ICXC, and it's like Isu Christu. So they all symbolize something. She's not just doing it for nothing. And little kids, some little kids saw this and they're like, is she throwing gang signs? I'm like, no, it's not gang signs, you know. So it's kind of funny what people kind of think, and when they see my paintings, and she's very decorated, very, you know, with gold. And I use 24 karat gold in my paintings. I use all sorts of different materials like you would in a typical icon. This one I'm still working on right now. I started this a while ago, but I have to put the gold leaf on here, but I have to let the oils dry really well because oils take quite a while, and I paint thicker in some areas, and I can't apply the gold leaf yet. So, but this was just a different style I kind of tried out, and I highlighted everything with this crimson red, and her eyebrows are like pure red if you kind of look at them, and just I wanted to do a more vibrant background, more, it's almost as if she's standing in front of a contemporary painting today, but you know, she's not. And she does have these Byzantine elements on her shirt and these different things, but I wanted to paint just this blonde, like, contemporary woman. I don't know. That was kind of the idea for that one, and I started leaving the edges blank, like white, just so you kind of get to see the brush strokes and to see how the painting actually comes together. And I think that's something I want to continue doing for right now, and a few more paintings, just to see how it looks as a whole, as a whole selection of them, and we'll see what happens. I just have to work right now, so. But this is a little painting I've been working on recently, and I just wanted to try different backgrounds that have influenced me, and that's basically by Austrian jewelry. That's what the influence for the background for that painting was. And I just applied the gold leaf to it recently, and I have to finish the white here, but very soon it'll be done. So, but just some of this work, I just have a few of these icons here in New York, but at home I have tons and tons of them that I've looked at through the years and that I use for my paintings, or that influence me directly, you know. So this is something between a painting and an icon. It's not, you can't really classify it as an icon because it's not painted in the correct Byzantine style, but it is of Mary, and I painted it. I used golds, I used coppers, different silvers, and different elements, and I went very decorative on this one, let's put it that way. And this little chapel that you see here this was what was built by the King of Romania beside my house. My house is right here, and I used to play in here as a child. So I was always around this type of work, and that's why even, you know, 20, 30 years later, this still sticks in my mind. It has such a great impression on me. So this is just basically one piece. And this over here is one of the very first kind of modern Byzantine things I did also. And it's not of the same girl in the other room. It looks kind of similar, but it's actually just something else. And I just kind of conveyed a little bit of like the mosaics through here and just different types of elements. And this was really an experiment, more or less, just to see. And she's still doing these kind of symbols with her hands. And so this over here, though, is a friend of mine. His name is David. So I have to finish it. He also lives here in Brooklyn, and he went to college with me. He's a great friend of mine. So when I moved to New York, I decided to do a little painting of him, and I have to, like, I really got into this kind of jewelry design kind of for a while, and I decided to apply that to it. And of course I used a 24 karat gold leaf on there and copper and different elements, and that was sort of, you know, what I wanted. That's how I see him. He's a very, like, very interesting guy. He's very deep, he's dressed in black, he's wearing his hat, you know, but he's a very deep guy, and he's an amazing friend of mine, so yeah.